Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We'd like to welcome our visiting team, the Bingham Miners starting lineup. Number 1, Cameron Dupay. Number 2, Ace Riser. Number 11, Luke Leatherwood. Number 12, Tyler Newell. And number 35, Devin Carlson. Head coach for the Bingham Miners is Kyle Stratton.
Welcome in to Game Night Live Rewind's Game of the Week. Copper Hills Basketball brought to you by Extra Space Storage and presented by Heidemann and Associates. We've got a Region 3 showdown, a big matchup for you tonight as the Copper Hills Grizzlies prepare to welcome in the Bingham Miners. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. We've got a great game for you tonight. The Bingham Miners, they were ranked number 2 in the RPI before they locked it down. This is a team coming in sailing, 19-2 overall, 8-0 in Region 3 play. It's been a balanced group. Coach Stratman saying, hey, this has been a group that has been unselfish. They've played the right way. It's been a great year. And when you talk about who they're led by, how about the senior Cam Dupay, 6'5", averages 14.6 boards a game. You look at a guy like Luke Leatherwood, kind of unsung last year, was playing behind some other seniors, but the 6'3" senior's been fantastic, averaging double figures as well. Devin Carlson, the younger brother, in fact, the older brother in the house tonight, the 6'8" senior forward for Bingham. Then you got a youngster, an Ace Riser, the point guard, does everything so well. This Copper Hill staff saying, hey, man, he just plays within himself, plays within the offense. This is a tough Bingham lineup to deal with, but this is a Copper Hills group that has been getting stronger all year long. They come in 13-4 overall, 6-2 in region play, and coming off a nice win over Riverton, a 10-point difference in that one. But this is a group that has a plethora of senior talent as well. Luke Moyer, 14-3, but really it's McCoy Langston, 15 points per game, 6 rebounds a game, 6'6" senior. He does everything for Copper Hills, and when he is flying, then that means Copper Hills is going to be in it. But where's the support scoring going to come from tonight? In the first matchup, Langston had 21. No one else was in double figures. They've got to find support tonight across the rest of this lineup, as that will be the biggest question of the night for the Grizzlies. And there are guys who can do it. When you think about Hymas and Moyer, as it is Carlson, the 3 here off target, and it's Hymas with the board for the Grizzlies. We do want to let you know the scoreboard on your screen, that is the unofficial clock. We will do our best to keep that as close as possible over the course of the contest. Might see us start it early, start it late. That's just to keep it in tune as Moyer pull up here from the line. first bucket of the game going to Copper Hills. Luke Moyer on the pull-up. High post here with Dupay. Cam sends over to Carlson. Now hands off. This is Tyler Newbold. Moves over. Leatherwood shot won't go, and the rebound is to the Grizzlies. Different start here for Bingham than in round one. 3. Nate Sorensen, 5-0 Grizzlies. This was kind of how it started at Bingham, except it was reverse roles. It was a 21-12 first quarter for the Miners at home. Reiser fouled here. There's 6:47 on the clock here. First foul called there on Hills. First team foul as well. As Bingham to inbound. Around that screen, Newbold sends out. Good entry, Carlson working. Able to score the first Bingham points. Good ball movement there by the Miners, as they score their first bucket of the contest. Langston sends to the corner. Sorensen will dribble out. Hills. Reiser defending Quincy here, trying to back him down. Oh, Reiser standing tall defensively. That's a nice play by the sophomore guard. Ace was trying to draw contact there on Quincy. No call coming from the officials. Tough shot. Langston, he'll try the three. Not off the mark, rebounded. Loose ball. Moyer trying to scrap for it, but it's Newbold that comes away with it for Bingham. Tyler, end-to-end, over to Carlson. Four early points here for Devin. Good start for the senior forward for the Miners. Langston defended by Dupay. Gives it to Moyer. Luke hands off to Quincy. Switch there on the screen. Bingham trying to regather here defensively. Langston, good recognition there. Saw he had Carlson. And McCoy Langston able to score his first bucket. 7-4 the advantage here for the home side. Three on the way. Oh, a pure stroke, and we're tied up after the three by Tyler Newbold. 32% on the season for Bingham from beyond the arc. Is Tyler. Moyer, Langston working around the screen, blocked away by Dupay. What a closeout there by Cam. Copper Hills thinking there might have been some contact there. That ball saved, but right to Hymas. Kyson, he'll look for help. Langston the three. That won't go. The rebound gathered by Carlson. There's Devin. He'll pull up from 15. Strong from Carlson, rebounded by the Grizzlies. Approaching the midway point here in this first quarter, 7 apiece. Q had it knocked away. Good hands there by Dupay. And last touch by Hills off the thigh is the call. Timeout, Bingham. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching Game Night Live Rewind, presented by Extra Space Storage and Heidemann and Associates.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VU.
Good student sections here at Copper Hills. The Miners in the hard hats and construction gear, and the home Grizzly fans in the pink. It is filled to the brim here in that home student section. Bingham basketball. Carlson Over with Dupay, Cam. Able to get it to Carlson in the block, trying to back down Moyer. Tough shot. Oh, the follow by Reiser. How about the sophomore? It was one of the things I talked with Coach Stratman about. Said, man, it feels like Ace, he doesn't play like a sophomore. He said, early in the year, felt like he was kind of playing butt, but I just got used to it, what he has done on a nightly basis for this Bingham offense. It's a great offensive rebound. Q, the drive, sends out. Langston again for 3. There it is. McCoy able to hit his first 3 of the contest. 5 for Langston. As they lead back here to Copper Hills. Dupay. Now Newbold sends over. Leatherwood contact after the shot as Sorensen had the hard closeout. And it will be 3 free throws coming up here for Luke Leatherwood. Second team foul on the Grizzlies, the first personal on Sorensen. And Leatherwood, a 74% free throw shooter, going to head to the line here to take 3. He had a blistering first game against Bingham this year, back at Bingham High. He had 21 points, Luke did, including hitting 5 threes in the contest. He was effective, to say the least. Second free throw rimmed out there for Luke. One more. Two for 3 for Leatherwood, the lead back to the Miners. Hymas moves over, Moyer. Carlson there defending him. Luke stayed with it but couldn't get that to go, and it's cleared there by Newbold. Carlson, he'll try the 3. It was just short. Hills with the board. Substitution's going to come on the next whistle for Bingham. How about the break by Quincy, able to find Moyer. That's a good run there for Copper Hills on the break. Dupay gets it back. Cam will try the 3. Pure from Cam Dupay. Both these teams each hit 9 threes in that first matchup. They've combined for 4 here already in this first. Moyer off the roll. And he'll be fouled here on the take. And it will be Luke Moyer here heading to the line. First team foul on Bingham. Ace Reiser called for the personal. 1:50 to go, and substitutions here for both sides as Hayden Shepard comes on, as does Logan Whitehour for Copper Hills. I said free throws, my apologies. They said that was on the floor. I don't know what I was thinking there. My bad. Blocked away. Boy, good defensive play there by Whitehead, who had just come on the floor. And now we'll get a foul called here. Defensively on Copper Hills. That's going to be on Quincy. That'll be the second here on Hills. As Langston going to come back on the floor here for Hills. Bingham will inbound. That last Bingham substitution, Bryson Sodas also came on the floor for the Miners. Blocked away. Good closeout there by Whitehour. Bingham got it back and then taken away by Moyer. Here's Whitehour. Approaching 1 minute to go here in our first quarter. 14-12 Bingham. Moyer trying to drive against Whitehead. Contact called. And it will be 2 free throws now for Luke Moyer, as Whitehead will pick up his first. Two free throws here from Moyer. Chance to draw Copper Hills even here late in this first quarter. And he does. 14 apiece. As Howick coming on the floor here for Copper Hills for Moyer. Reiser for three. Ace. Left open. Makes him pay. Hymas into the corner as Shepard will dribble out. Now Langston, Dupay defending him. .25 seconds to go here in the quarter. Good defense here by Bingham, making it tough. Hymas with Langston. Copper Hills here holding for the last shot. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Clock inside of 10. Langston defended by Dupay. Gives over. Wideauer trying to get it to Hymas. He's going to have to take this shot from the corner. Was open and left it just short. And the first expires. 17-14. Bingham leading Copper Hills after the first. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on Game Night Live Rewind, presented by Extra Space Storage and brought to you by the Heidman and Associates. Start of the second quarter. I want to thank Extra Space Storage. Extra Space is growing its corporate headquarters in Salt Lake City. Positions are available in a wide range of roles, including accounting, marketing, real estate, finance, call center, IT, and more. To find opportunities available, visit careers.extraspace.com. Copper Hills basketball here to start this second quarter. 3-point deficit for the Grizzlies. Copper Hills trying to work against this Bingham defense. Hymas will take the three. That shot off the mark, rebounded by Whitehead. And it's a quick outlet. Caden Jensen up the floor, the lob for Carlson. Last touch by Bingham. This is a Bingham team that had a 25-point lead in their last contest against Harriman before the Mustangs put on a 22-6 fourth quarter. Lost that game by one, the Mustangs did. Bingham had to hold on senior night. Good pass and a find by Moyer as it's Wideauer able to score it. First points of the second quarter coming here to the 6'3 sophomore. Coach Stratman said, hey, our practices since that Harriman game have been really focused. They won nonetheless. Saying, hey, maybe gave them a sense of reality about how precious that state tournament can be, and important it is to execute consistently. They've executed well here today. But Copper Hills hanging around in the early going. Of course, Copper Hills came into this contest tied for second in this region with West Jordan. And that is the last region game for the Miners. They'll go on the road to the Jags later this week to close out the regular season. Be a couple of good tests for the Miners. As that ball sent out, and we'll have a stoppage here. Had something come on the floor. Inbound here, sideline. Still Bingham basketball. Jensen. Over to Carlson. Boy, Whitehead gets good positioning, kicks out. Devin the three. Too strong. Offensive board. Pull up from 10 won't go. Whitehead tips it around, but it's gathered by Langston for Copper Hills. A couple of good looks for the Miners. Whitehour with it. Three from Shepard. That won't go. Batted out. And it will stay here with Copper Hills. Sorensen going to come back on the floor here for Copper Hills. Meanwhile, Dupay and Reiser back on the floor for Bingham. Sorensen off the curl, nice hesitation. Nate Sorensen has 6 off a pair of made threes, averages 8. Good start for Nate. That three won't go down. Batted around and secured by Moyer. Good look there for Sotis. Just had that rim off. Langston, tough drive, but he walked with it. Tyler Newbold going to come back on the floor here for Bingham. We talked about Luke Leatherwood that first game. Reiser had 14, Carlson had 13. It was a team effort in the lopsided win for the Miners, and today Copper Hills done a much better job defensively on Leatherwood. Some of these other players, Leatherwood just with 2, Newbold with the 3, Reiser has 5, Carlson 4. This Copper Hills defense has been improved from that first go round here in the first 10 minutes of play. Inbound, Leatherwood. Drive, Leatherwood comes off the front of the rim. Carlson the board and the putback. Hymas gives to Whitehour. Back to Sorensen. Moyer able to gather it. Tough drive for Luke. That won't go. Trying to scrap for the board. Gets it back. Second chance for Moyer. Well, that's what Hustle can do. Earn a good pair of points there. Is that deflected by Whitehour on the block? Up ahead to Hymas. First bucket for Kyson Hymas. Bingham the other way, and Carlson with the flush. 8 now for Devin. Approaching the midway point here in this second quarter. Moyer on miscommunication defensively. Luke drives. That shot came off the front of the rim strong. Carlson over to Ace. Oh, good lead there for Dupay through the paint. Dupay, I love the vision there to find him rolling. How about Moyer here being aggressive, hanging? That won't go. Hymas the board. Kyson Hymas showing up here in this second quarter. A couple big buckets for the 6'5 junior. Here's Reiser. Ace off the screen, he'll pull up. Free throw line, rattles in. $25 apiece. What a contest here at Copper Hills High School. Top 5 matchup. We said Bingham was number 2 in the RPI. Copper Hills was 5. These are 2 very good programs this year. As that nearly turned over. It falls to Sorensen. The 3 is short. And Leatherwood has it. And going to be called here for the travel as he lost his footing. Copper Hills basketball. I think Bingham saying he didn't have possession of the ball. And the official there saying he did. And so Miners are going to turn it over. Bench not big fans of the call, but it will stay Copper Hills basketball. Whitehead gonna come on the floor here for the Miners. Inbounded Sorensen. Nate sends that out, little off target, and it's Leatherwood. Luke coming down, count it. And one for Luke Leatherwood. As the foul given here by Howick, his first. And it will be Leatherwood to the line. That is Luke's first field goal of the game. He was 2 for 2 at the line in the first. He's had a couple of other looks that just rattled out on him, been a little off target. See if that helps him to get into the flow of it as Tyler Newbold is checked into the game here for the Miners, and Leatherwood, that free throw rattles out. All tracked down by Copper Hills. Langston. Back over with Shepard. Shepard, yeah, that's not gonna work. Whitehead, that guy is a beast. Riser the three. Hey, Ace, got any more of that gum? Timeout, Copper Hills as Bingham leads by 5. You're watching Game Night Live Rewind on KSLSports.com.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
.209 left here in this first half. Great first half from both sides. Ace Riser with a big time made 3. He's got 10 points now to lead all scorers in the contest. See what answer Copper Hills has. Here's Hymas. Langston came off the curl. McCoy with it. Defended here by Newbold. Tyler knocked it away. McCoy able to reestablish it. Sorensen. Langston, he'll take the three. That just rattled out for McCoy. Drive, Newbold kicks out, 3 from Sotis. He hit a pair of them in that first matchup, Bryson did. And he hits one there, pushing this lead up to 8, the largest of the contest here late in the second quarter for the Miners. Hymas in the corner. Moyer trying to establish positioning. Carlson making that difficult to establish an angle. 3 from Shepard, won't go, batted around. And the loose ball foul here gonna go on Carlson. I think this will be the first on Devin. 13 foul. As Riser will come off the floor, so will Sotis. Inside a minute to go, Bingham basketball. Chance to push this to double figures to close out this first half. Here's Dupay. Clock down to 30. Backdoor cut there by Leatherwood. That one nearly thrown away, and it is. Copper Hills on the run. Hymas end to end. Gives it to Moyer. Moyer. Oh, nice hang there by Luke Moyer. Critical bucket there for the Grizzlies. Clock down to 10. Bingham here. The last set. Newbold, he'll try the 3 off the front of the rim. And Copper Hills won't get a shot away. 33-27. Bingham leading Copper Hills at the break. You're watching Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of Copper Hills basketball, presented by Extra Space Storage and brought to you by Heidemann and Associates. getting ready to start the second half. 33-27, Bingham with the lead. Leading scorers each way for the Miners, Ace Reiser with 10, Devin Carlson with 8, Cam Dupay 5, Leatherwood with 4, Newbold and Sodas with 3 apiece. Meanwhile, for the Grizzlies, 10 for Moyer, 6 for Sorensen, 5 for Langston, 4 for Hymas, and 2 for Whitehour. It has been a good first half. Some timely made threes on each side. A big turnover forced by this Copper Hills defense to get a bucket late in that sequence and prevent what could have been a double-figure deficit at the break. And instead make it a 6-point difference, as it will be Bingham basketball here to start this second half. On the road, trying to remain undefeated here in Region 3 play. This is Dupay. Newbold working off that screen to Leatherwood. Good look, but that's off the front of the rim. Carlson able to get the offensive board. Pull up here from the line is short, and Moyer with the clear. Luke giving off to Quincy. Scoreless in that first half. Little step through there. No more as Quincy. The first bucket of this second half for the Grizzlies to the 6-foot senior guard. Here's Leatherwood again inside. Dupay working on Hymas. That off the mark. Rebounded by Kyson. Hymas had that poked away. Good defense there by Newbold. And then it's the defense of Hills. Quincy. And it's a 2-point contest. Defense leading to offense for the Grizzlies. Moyer. Langston, reverse. Oh, that just wouldn't go for McCoy. Bingham was able to keep it in just barely, but Copper Hills got it back. And we're tied up. A 6-0 run for Copper Hills to start this second half, and it's 33 apiece. Pull up from Reiser. He has been the guy for Bingham tonight. As that one deflect out, will stay with Copper Hills, but man, I'll tell you, Ace Reiser, this young man, he is fun to watch. We've got a couple more years of him here at Bingham. Again, just a sophomore. Here's Sorensen, gives it back. Q will take the three. Quincy Hills scoreless in the first half. 7 points in the first 2+ minutes of this third quarter. Dupay inside, nice patience. My apologies, it's actually 38-36. Is that one good for Quincy? Tied up again. And right now, I'm all sorts of confused with the scoreboard. A three-pointer there for Bingham. They've got it 40-39 here. And I think they're saying they added a point the wrong way. So we're going to align to that as we've got a foul here. And now they're saying 40-38. So they had inadvertently added a three. They've now corrected that. My apologies. We're trying to stay right here, and I think we got it now as there's 4:10 left, and it's Copper Hills basketball. Knocked away. Hills try to get it back, and it's deflected there by Leatherwood. As Reiser showing a little bit of patience here. Nice head fake there. Ace. Oh, that was a no-look scoop shot. Nearly went. Offensive board from Newbold. Lead back to 4 here. Here's Moyer up with Hymas. Langston trying to work, setting a screen there for Sorensen. Nate stepping around, blocked by Reiser, but Nate gets it back. Boy, that is sheer stick-to-itiveness by the senior guard for Copper Hills. Dupay looking in, Devin Carlson, little 4-footer. Devin now in double figures. 44-40. Substitutions for Bingham. The next whistle, that knocked out. It'll stay here. And now those substitutions will come in. Sodas coming on the floor, as does Whitehead for the Miners. Langston. Moyer. Able to get one up quickly past the defense of Dupay. Moyer now with 14. Reiser. Carlson sends it out. Sodas. Reiser back with Bryson. Dupay inside, trying to get positioning on McCoy. Good backside run here, and Carlson has it taken away by Hymas. Hymas on the run. I said Hymas, I meant Kyson. Kyson Hymas with the steal, the bucket, and the foul. Hymas to the line. Foul called on Reiser. And a chance for Hymas to bring this to I'd give him the lead. My apologies. As he misses the free throw. Bingham with the clear. We got a little ahead of the clock there, so we're just letting it catch up here. Here's Newbold. Moyer wanted the steal. That was deflected by Hymas. Luke to Quincy. Moyer. And traveling. Turnover there on Copper Hills. We'll give the ball back to Bingham. Another opportunity where the Grizzlies can't take the lead is Whitehour coming in here for Langston. 1.5 to go here in the third. The lob, Dupay. Works it out. Newbold hanging to Devin for 3. A big man who can score it from long range. Devin Carlson. Quincy tries to take it. The foul here on the defense there of Newbold. I think the first there on Tyler is Quincy still down here on the baseline. They'll come out and have a look at Q. He's holding his ankle. Certainly hope that Hills will be okay. We'll step aside as they have a look at Quincy Hills.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Q was able to kind of hobble his way to the table. Needed some assistance, but looked like he could put some weight on it. Hopefully that's a good sign, but being looked at on the table here from the physicians. And now I think the question is who takes the free throws. Q was the player who was fouled. As Coach Watkins, he subbed in Langston. He's kind of like, what? We got our sub. Let's take the free throws. And the officials here after conversing, seemingly satisfied here. Coach Stratman still questioning the call here. And so now the coach is going to come together and talk with the officials, and it's going to be 1v1, one man from each side and an official for each. And again, Coach Stratman just asking for clarification. I'm not certain if they're wondering about when the timing of that substitution was, if he was already at the table or what before that play. And now looking at the book here, and again, not quite certain what the conversation is about. We'll take this moment. Just want to remind you that Copper Hills Basketball is brought to you by Extra Space Storage. They're growing at their corporate headquarters in Salt Lake City. Positions available in a wide range of roles, including accounting, marketing, real estate, finance, call center, IT. Flexible and remote work options are available. Apply today at careers.extraspace.com. Also want to thank Heidemann and Associates. If you have any legal needs, be it business, personal, you want to set up a living will and trust, they will take care of you at Heidemann and Associates. Call 801-754-4240. Tell them that Game Night Live Rewind sent you, and you'll get a free consultation from Heidemann and Associates. Also want to thank the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group. If you're trying to elevate your mental performance on the hardwood, in the boardroom, at home, wherever it might be, contact the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group to schedule time. Visit rjpg.net. Coach Stratman seems satisfied as they worked all that out. It will be Langston to the line here with 2 free throws for Copper Hills. The first, good. As Shepard checks in. One more here for McCoy, 2 for 2. And it's back to a 1-point difference. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. 1-point lead for Bingham. Copper Hills came out awfully sharp in this second half. 3 from Newbold. That off the mark and out off of Dupay. It'll be Copper Hills basketball. Copper Hills again with a chance to take a lead here. They've had 3 opportunities in this back half of this third quarter to take leads. They haven't been able to do it. Coach Watkins in 1-1. He wants one shot to expire this third quarter. The clock, we're a little delayed on your screen. It's down now to 20 seconds left. Moyer, happy to hold. This is where Dusty Lister would remind you, no shot clock, but it is coming next year. Moyer, the drive, blocked away, and a foul called here on Newbold. We'll send Moyer to the line. The Bingham bench doesn't love that call. Newbold will pick up his second, I believe. And that's the 14th foul on Bingham here in the second half. No team fouls on the Grizzlies, as it's 2 free throws here for Luke. Substitution. Howick coming back on the floor here for Copper Hills. There is the lead to the Grizzlies. 48-47. And we've got a foul called here. Going to be called on Shepard. 3.6 seconds to go here in the third. Bingham will inbound. Near side. 3 from Leatherwood is short. And the third expires with the Grizzlies holding the lead at home over the number 2 team in the state. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on Game Night Live Rewind only on KSLSports.com. Start of the fourth quarter. It was a 19-14 third for the Grizzlies. They hold the 1-point lead as Bingham trying to remain undefeated in region play, 19-2 overall. And Copper Hills is giving them quite the battle tonight. The Miners led by as many as 8 back in that first half. Copper Hills with the basketball to start this third quarter. Moyer over with Langston. It was a 9-point quarter for Quincy Hills. Left late in that quarter with an injury. Not seeing him on the floor since. Meanwhile, 14 for Moyer to lead all scorers here in the contest. It's Whitehour hands off to Luke. Luke looking to drive, sees that lane open up, and I think Carlson might have got a piece of that. And it will be Bingham basketball's last touch by Copper Hills. Each team with 4 timeouts left here in the contest. 14 fouls on Bingham, 1 on Copper Hills. So both teams can still be fairly physical here in this fourth quarter. I love to see that. A little floater here in the lane from Newbold won't go. Ball is loose, and it will trickle out. Last touched by Copper Hills. It'll stay with the Miners. Leatherwood still with just 4 points today. Reiser, boy, somehow was able to hang and not travel. But the shot rattles out for Ace, rebounded by Copper Hills. And I don't say that to be questioning. It was a good ability there by Ace, able to keep that pivot foot behind him and not let that drag, but missed the shot. Hymas sends to the corner. McCoy for 3. Won't go, and it's out. Leatherwood. Bingham on the run. Copper Hills trying to race back Dupay through traffic to Carlson. Leatherwood here the baseline. Hanging Luke. Able to score it at the rim. First points of the second half for Luke Leatherwood. Right there. He's got 6. Now defensively, Luke on the ball. Ooh, Carlson wanted that steal. Moyer inside, Whitehour. That wouldn't go. Offensive board. Count it. And 1 for Whitehour. The foul called on Dupay. Boy, Whitehour had a great first look. It rimmed out on him. He stuck with it. and gets the second chance opportunity as and Sorensen will not be allowed on here. They're going to say he was late to the table. And so Widehour here will take the free throw. No good. And it's rebounded by Bingham. Dupay had it knocked away. Hymas, that's a great play. And then how about the hands of Langston as they were trying to get it to Dupay quickly, who was open in the paint. This Copper Hills defense, they appear locked in tonight. Carlson terminated, works over. Newbold, the drive shut down by Langston. And that Copper Hills defense looking stout. Moyer gambled. Reiser hanging and sends it to the bench. Now Sorensen will come on here for Copper Hills. Langston has Dupay defending him. Again, we have not seen Quincy back in the game since that injury. Hymas going to the rim. Couldn't tell if Dupay got a piece, but it doesn't matter. Widehour's there for the rebound and the putback. 3-point lead now for the Grizzlies. Carlson, he'll try the three. Oh, Devin. His second made three of the contest. That one ties it back up at 52. There's a reason why Carlson was a participant in the Utah Top 50 this last summer. Of course, a number of these Copper Hills players were as well. Reiser as well for Bingham. These two rosters had a lot of talent in that. As Langston, tough shot, won't go. Rebounded by Leatherwood. Luke sends it out. Dupay into a trio of Grizzlies. Leatherwood will pull from 15. That won't go. Tough shooting night for a lot of these Miners. Open looks that they hit in the first matchup, but they've not been able to hit tonight. Langston inside. Kyson rejected by the rim. The bench there of Copper Hills pleading for a foul call there. I thought too physical, and now a timeout going to be taken by the Miners. Timeout Bingham. We'll take it with them and be back after this.
I think it's very exciting for our employees here in corporate office to work day in and day out to make a better future for our customers. If I did not think about us as a storage company, I would tell everyone we are a technology company.
There's just a ton of innovation that comes through every single day. So the people that work really hard are the people who succeed here and are willing to work with the different innovation that is coming up at Extra Space as well. One of our values is teamwork. If you ask anyone any questions around here, they're always happy to help. I've noticed that the people who stick around are the people who are team players.
We're a fast-paced, growing organization. There are lots and lots of opportunities to grow here.
And you kind of get that feel when you work here that everyone's trying to do a good job in order to grow with the company.
I cannot imagine a more exciting place for people to come and work and have an impact to the organization and to their lives.
$52 apiece, Bingham basketball. This Copper Hills team, what a response today against one of the top teams in the state. And for Coach Watkins, he thought, hey, this is going to help our RPI regardless, but we would love the win. That's really going to help it. As again, they were sitting in the top 5 before that got locked down. Carlson sending out. Here's Dupay. Widehour on him, looking underneath. Oh, good eyes by Cam Dupay. Eyes in the back of his head and able to find Newbold, who now has 7. Inside of 3 to go. Backdoor cut. Sorensen had it escape his grasp. That was just a touch in front of Nate. He tried to bring it in. Just a touch long. Bingham basketball. Carlson looking for that backdoor to Leatherwood and got caught in traffic as Bingham turns it over. Hymas, switch there defensively. Reiser on the ball, hands off to Luke. Luke trying to post up ace. Help coming from underneath. Count it. And one for Luke Moyer. As the foul called on Newbold. I think the third on Tyler. And a chance for Moyer to give the lead back here to Copper Hills. Shepard coming on the floor here for Sorensen. And Moyer does. (55-54) Grizzlies. Bingham has won the last four in this matchup. Region rivals for a long time. Leatherwood sends back out. Inside of 2 to play. Reiser hanging. The sophomore with a big bucket for the Miners to give the lead back to Bingham. Shepard looking back for Kyson. Hymas forced baseline there by Reiser. Now trying to post up the young sophomore. Stolen away by Carlson up top. Devin the throwdown. Oh, a costly turnover. And it's a 3-point lead for Bingham. The fans trying to cheer on this Bingham defense as we approach a minute to go. Langston picked up by Dupay. Hymas looking underneath. What a find to Whitehour. And a timeout taken immediately. Oh, man. Great play there to get Whitehour at the rim. He now has 8. And a timeout taken here by Copper Hills.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Want to remind you, Copper Hills basketball is brought to you by Extra Space Storage. If you're looking to work for one of the best employers in Utah, Extra Space is growing in its corporate headquarters in Salt Lake. A variety of roles to find which flexible or remote opportunities might work for you. Apply today at careers.extraspacestorage.com. Bingham basketball, 1-point lead, just over 1 minute to go. Moyer had to come off the floor looking as though he might have had some blood. He's being taped up, and now we'll get a timeout taken by Copper Hills to allow the substitution, but it's a full, so we'll take it with him and be back after this.
I think it's very exciting for our employees here in corporate office to work day in and day out to make a better future for our customers. If I did not think about us as a storage company, I would tell everyone we are a technology company.
There's just a ton of innovation that comes through every single day. So the people that work really hard are the people who succeed here and are willing to work with the different innovation that is coming up at Extra Space as well. One of our values is teamwork. If you ask anyone any questions around here, they're always happy to help. I've noticed that the people who stick around are the people who are team players.
We're a fast-paced, growing organization. There are lots and lots of opportunities to grow here.
And you kind of get that feel when you work here that everyone's trying to do a good job in order to grow with the company.
I cannot imagine a more exciting place for people to come and work and have an impact to the organization and to their lives.
A little extra time on this timeout, some blood time. We had some blood on the floor, so they're mopping that up. Now they want to dry it, make sure that the floor is good before players come out and resume. Let's give you a breakdown of the game. Luke Moyer, 17 points, Whitehour with 8, Quincy Hills with 9, Sorensen 8, Langston 7, and Hymas with 6 for Copper Hills. For Bingham, Carlson with 16. I actually think he has 18. I think I missed 2 from him. Newbold 7, Leatherwood with 6. Reiser has, I think I missed 1 for Reiser too. I think he's got 14. These are all unofficial, mind you, so check out the box score nearest you to find official point totals after the game is over. That gives you a feel for where they're at. 1:05 to go. Bingham basketball with the 1-point lead. And this is where we've got a foul here. Copper Hills thought dual possession, but Sorensen will be called for the foul, unofficially his second. Just the second team foul on Copper Hills. So, look, they're going to be really aggressive, try to get an extra possession or 2, but they got a lot of fouls to give here before Bingham is shooting. Leatherwood had it knocked away. Hymas. And I couldn't tell if Leatherwood got back. I think he did to deflect it. Oh, what a recovery by Luke. So easy to have that mental resiliency maybe lapse. And Leatherwood comes back to make a big defensive play as Whitehour will create the foul. And it will be Bingham basketball again here, now with 54 seconds left. On a night when it hasn't been his best night shooting. Leatherwood just with the 6 points. That is a heady play. Bingham able to break the pressure. Here is Leatherwood. Sends it out to Reiser. Clock now down to 40 seconds. An ace fouled there high. Foul going to be given there by Whitehour. I think his second. And Logan gave a kind of a quick nod to Ace. Hey, you okay there? And Reiser appeared to be. That's the 4th team foul. Here is Reiser with it now. Langston coming up will commit that foul on Ace. 34 seconds to go. 5th team foul. 1 more to give here as now Shepard will come back on the floor for Copper Hills. Bingham's been able to take off 30 seconds amongst this quick escalation of team fouls. Reiser in the backcourt. And the foul given there by Whitehour, I think his 3rd. And that is the last team foul for Copper Hills. So now Bingham will be shooting. Also 16 fouls on Bingham, so both sides now in the bonus. And we've got a foul before the inbound here given by Moyer. We'll send Devin to the line. And a chance for Carlson. He's made some big-time plays today. You talk about that steal up high, the flush to push it to 3. He's got a chance here to make some big free throws for the Miners as Langston coming back on the floor. 1-1 here for Devin Carlson. The Copper Hill student section cheering loud, and an offensive board by Bingham. Newbold was able to gather it. They get it to Reiser quickly, and now it will be Ace heading to the line for 1-1. What a big offensive rebound there by Tyler Newbold. And I love the senior going over to his fellow senior, Devin, and being like, hey, it's okay, man, lock in, stay in this game after that missed free throw. Love it. Reiser, front end of 1-1 for the sophomore. That rattles out, and it's Dupay that had it before he lost it. Moyer secures it for Copper Hills. Hymas hitting the brakes. 20 seconds to go, and it's knocked away by Dupay. Dupay fouled. Cam Dupay with the defensive play. Boy, he nearly had the offensive rebound, and then he secures the steal. And now Cam Dupay will head to the line, shooting 1-1. A slick spot on the floor. In fact, one of the officials lost his footing, and they're going to call for a mop, I believe, and some towels to come over. Not just towels, to make sure that spot is clear. As a couple Bingham players had come over to make sure that everyone was okay. It might have been Moyer who went to the floor on the play off the slick spot. I'll tell you that Harriman game, talking with Coach Stratman, he said we missed the front end of 3 1-1 situations late. Cam Dupay is he's going to try to break that. They've missed the front end of 2 1-1 situations, have the Miners, as now the Bear, the Grizzly Bear, behind the line, and the Bingham student trying to distract, if nothing else. Dupay making it. A sigh of relief for the Bingham faithful, and a timeout here taken. Timeout. We'll be back with the back half of the 1-1 after this.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Dupay heading back to the line here, had the steal, was fouled, and a chance to push this back to a 3-point lead for the Miners. Dupay was one of those critical guys for this Bingham squad last year, one of the returners on this team that was littered with experience. One of the reasons why there have been some high expectations from them this year, and Dupay goes 2 of 2. 3-point lead for Bingham, 15 seconds to go. Copper Hills, they need 3. Sorensen over to Moyer. He'll try it off the front of the rim and rebounded by Dupay, who's fouled. And Cam Dupay will head down to shoot a pair with 5 seconds left. Cam Dupay making the game-winning plays late. He almost had that offensive board on the ace riser, missed 1-1. Had it squirt loose, but got the steal, and now a big defensive rebound, and now has made his last 3 free throws to push this to a 2-possession game. And misses the second. Quick timeout taken by Copper Hills. Timeout. We'll be back.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
.1 seconds left. so long as Bingham does not foul, this game will go to the Miners. Oh, they put 4.7. My apologies, 4.7 on the clock here. And that three missed. Langston the putback. It'll count, but it won't matter. 61-59 the win for Bingham as they gut a close one out against their Region 3 rival. It was a great game throughout. The Bingham Miners just able to come up with big plays. Cam Dupay making them late. 61-59. The Miners remain undefeated in Region 3. For Mike Christensen, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you so much for joining us here on Game Night Live Rewind, presented by Extra Space Storage, Heidemann and Associates, and the Riley Jensen Mental Performance Group. Bingham defeating Copper Hills 61-59. We'll see you next time right here on KSLSports.com. Good night, everybody.